All right, welcome to another episode of Tall Boy Sunday. I'm Mike. Today I'm joined by three special friends. All the way from Berkeley, California, we got Daniel.
What's up?
The return of Big Andy.
What's up?
And the introduction of Brian.
What up, what up?
Also known as B-Rad, for whatever reason. Today, for our beer review, we are trying Dig My Earth Double IPA. This is from, I can't pronounce the brewery that good. It's Breweridge West from San Pedro, California, right here in Southern California. And yeah, gentlemen, how we doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
Is that a German beer?
No, it's double IPA from India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shout out San Pedro.
I think it's in the name.
Oh,
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So you slip the beer in first, and then you open it, right?
Yes.
To avoid spills, right?
Yes. All right, so let me know how all that's tasting, and then you know what? Thank you to Daniel, or who brought the whiskey?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
thank you to Daniel. Daniel, if you want to shout out that whiskey that you brought, it's special. Usually we have tequila on here, but you know, it's guest choice.
I mean, we just had this yesterday, and it was pretty smooth. So it's Basil Hayden. It's
Basil?
bourbon whiskey.
Okay. All right, I believe you. Yeah.
So, is it like a customary cheer, or like do we just?
If you want.
Or we just all just?
Yeah, it's however you guys feel. Like at this point,
Let's get a cheers.
it was on the verge of being awkward. Okay. But thank you.
Not gonna lie, bro. That's delicious to me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's delicious to me, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But I'm an IPA guy though. But
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
great.
that's actually really good.
San
Yeah,
Pedro.
I'm
Shout
not a
out
beer
San
guy,
Pedro.
and this is
Yeah,
pretty good.
shout out.
Yeah.
And shout out to you guys in San Pedro. I just can't pronounce the thing. Maybe you hear better at it, Daniel. But it says bro-wish, right?
I don't know. There was like a W in there.
Yeah, you know,
I don't remember it anymore.
our audience is a lot smarter, so I'm just gonna spell it out. Yeah, Brouwerij West. Thank you guys. That was good. Yeah. Now, you know what? You guys were asking what, or everybody actually always asks like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, what are the topics? Blah blah blah. And like honestly, I don't prepare.
Nice.
Zero preparation is done. Like I come,
like last time it was
yeah. I come home from work or I wake up and you know like, oh fuck it, let's do it. You know, like my bet and my gamble has always been like, fuck it. Like after a few beers, like, you know, it all makes sense, right?
It comes out natural.
Yeah, right?
It flows out.
I like the consistency to like not do shit.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah. the lack of prep, the lack of attention to detail, all that. And yeah, you know what? Thank you for coming.
Honestly, I'm impressed
Oh, with the beer?
with the beer. I really am.
It's good.
I wasn't sure. I mean, like I said, I'm an IPA guy, so I was pretty sure I was gonna like it, but I've never had a beer like this, to be honest, bro. Like, I'm used to a lot of bitterness at the end, and I don't.
No, this is real smooth.
This
Nothing,
doesn't.
bro.
Yeah, it
Nothing.
doesn't have it at all.
I'm almost done with it. Yeah, no. The only one that I haven't liked is the one that fucking Moreno brought. The one from fucking Boston. That one sucked.
Which one?
It was called Clown Shoes. I don't know the brewery, but it was disgusting.
It sounds whack.
Yeah, it sounds like the only food I liked it was fucking Farmer. He had two of them, and they were like 12% alcohol or something crazy.
Like a Four Loko, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He basically had 2 Four Locos on here plus beers.
Damn.
That's how he was talking about like picking stuff up with his ass cheeks. Oh. Yeah, he got crazy towards the end.
But Andy could break a fucking pencil with his ass cheeks out.
Oh, can you?
Just snap it. Yeah, you can snap it, bro.
Yeah,
I
can
seen
you?
them do too.
You know,
They're like 2 biceps.
that's because I seen you doing that in high school. But after you became a stripper, like, did you perfect it? You know,
I did.
you did. Ladies like that.
Ladies love it.
It was. I feel like it was kind of like you know how like they had that one guy in the circus or Guinness World Records where like how many hot dogs could they stick in their mouth? Kind of I think it was like
Well, that's nothing like that. I feel like I'm not putting anything in there.
I feel like you're the same way with pencils.
Yeah,
though, you know,
you
like
just bit
how
it.
many
Well,
pencils? How many
But
pencils?
make it
could-
seem like I'm putting pencils
you
in
know, like,
there.
like
You-
let me try to get a box of pencils this time, and they had to be number 2, right? That's
Yeah,
what it is?
number 2, yeah.
number 2 pencils. Yeah, to
2
be
millimeters,
official.
yes.
Were they sharpened or were
No,
they,
no.
No, unsharpened. Yeah, of course. Safety first. Yeah.
Okay.
Safety first. Yeah.
I think he learned that because he thought he was gonna get locked up.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I thought you said that the whole point was like you want to learn to draw that way, no?
Did you? Fuck, I didn't know that. I thought
How
it was.
did this turn into talking about my butt cheeks?
I thought it was just a party trick, right?
It's to get extra tips. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, we had to do this. Today is Thursday, by the way. And speaking of Farmer, shout out to him. He's getting married next week in Puerto Vallarta.
congrats.
I'll be down there. It should be a great fucking time.
Sure it will.
Hell yeah.
On the beach?
On the beach, hell yeah.
And
And
do an on-site podcast.
no business down there. No business.
All pleasure.
Just
All pleasure.
All pleasure.
All pleasure. Yeah.
That's Andy's motto, actually.
all
Oh,
pleasure.
and how do you, or because all three of you strip at some point, no? How do you guys handle bookings? Because I'm the only one that didn't bodybuild here or is in some sort of model.
I mean, personally, I think it's just them two, bro. Like I never
No.
I never got
No,
into
no,
it.
no.
bro.
If there was
Yeah,
somebody
Andy-
here stripping at this table, it would be you.
Nah,
Yeah, it's true.
Including.
the hip action.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be you.
Brian is the best
I
dancer
know,
I've ever seen.
I've seen a lot of hip action from
Oh,
Andy in
nah,
high school, bro.
nah.
That's true. That's true.
He invented a dance
Yeah.
that said that it could go with any genre, bro, and it did, you know. So
Yep,
It
yep.
was literally just going back and forth.
And I know you guys.
I saw a little bit.
I know you guys are suing Magic Mike for stealing you guys' story too.
This
So.
is his story, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, how's that going? Did you guys win or
Nah, it's
still ongoing?
still
Yeah,
pending.
still pending. All right, my bad. I didn't want to bring it up.
But I mean, you know, I don't think there's any legal issues with just bringing it up. And
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We can say if it's pending or not. No, just no details, right?
Yeah.
No details. All right.
all pleasure, right?
All pleasure.
And Daniel, what brings you down here this week?
Just hang out. Just hang out. Yeah.
You know, like, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, just I honestly just came to visit my mom's and see what's up with the homies.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
and obviously try to get on the podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We've
that
been
was
talking about
the
this for a
biggest
while.
thing.
That was number
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
that was on top of the list. Like,
He told me he was gonna ask you, like, how does it feel?
Two.
Have him on the podcast because
It feels good. Like I
mean,
feel.
he said that lets you know that you made it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. He's-
it's kind of weird being on stage. Like, you know, like I seen this guy on TV like, or on screen at least.
I've seen this
Okay,
show
yeah.
with him on it.
I seen him.
What
on
are you
screen.
guys talking about?
It's
Well, you're-
this like being here is larger than life. Like,
Yeah.
it's you know, I said the room. You know, I didn't mean the dimensions were smaller. I just
Yeah.
it's like
Oh,
a bigger
okay.
vibe.
Yeah. No,
Like
the
being
room's
here.
small. The room is small. It just looks bigger on the camera. And
I think it's because the impact it has. It's much larger than a room can.
Yeah.
That's true.
that's true.
Can't house it. Just
But yeah, I mean, I've seen both of these guys on YouTube, bro. Been
Yeah.
big fans, and
Sa-
Yeah.
here we are now.
Yeah. And you know what?
He's got a hot track online, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Andy, we'll get to that. Don't trip. Don't trip.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself.
in the video.
No,
Relax,
now you
yeah.
have to put that.
No, there's gonna be a video in the description. I'll put the link. Don't worry. But we're not there yet, Andy. Chill.
My bad. I got ahead of
I
myself.
know we asked you last time, but my two friends are here, B-Red and Daniel. Where are you guys from? Where did you guys grow up? And how do you find yourself here now?
I mean, I'll start. So grew up. Born, raised, really in Sun Valley. I was born in the Sierra Medico Hospital.
The one off Stafford Island Road?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty shitty one, but whatever.
Yeah. No.
I was like, so
Not gonna
I lived, or my parents, my family lived like in the apartments, like right across the street from it.
Oh shit.
And then after we moved and whatever, but basically I was like in Sun Valley, different houses, and yeah, went to college, and that got me to Berkeley in the Bay Area. And now I'm back.
And how long have you been in the Bay Area now?
Almost half my life, honestly. Like
No, 12 years, no?
Yeah.
It's been like 12 years?
No,
we
no.
graduated, no?
I was
Nah,
like
15,
17.
you know.
Oh,
I was since
It's
I
like
was 17.
2008, no?
Yeah.
When we
So
graduated.
how old are we?
We're 24, so.
Nice.
And like I'm sure a lot of people know where that hospital's at, just because like if you watch any sort of movie, there's a bunch of car chases filmed.
Yeah.
And there's
Film.
that pink.
Pink-
Yeah,
Pink
yeah.
Motel,
And,
yeah.
and,
Pink Motel.
and it's next door to that Pink Hotel. It was in Bruce Willis's movie, or no, actually Quentin Tarantino's movie,
There's been a couple
Was it
movies
Pulp
with
Fiction?
it.
Yeah, no. Was it Pulp Fiction?
The diner scene.
No, where he's running from Ving Rhames. Is that Pulp Fiction?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know, but
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure it is.
I know it was
one
also
of
in
those
that CeeLo music
Oh,
video too.
yeah.
That F
movies.
you.
Oh yeah.
But either way, like it's been in a gang of movies, including Speed with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
was
yeah,
it, bro?
yeah.
I didn't,
was,
I
yeah.
didn't even notice that, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to watch that
Somebody's
religiously.
got some clips like Pharrell shot a music video up in the Somali Park, like you remember like the rec center. They were doing like a train scene or something, and try to make it look like it. But like he was there. Snoop Dogg did a music video too in the donut shop right off of is it Violent?
Mm-hmm.
So like Somali's been.
I mean, didn't they film like a lot of Sons of Anarchy like around
That too,
yeah.
yeah. And then the most famous show out of all of them was Reno 911.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro, I saw them filming a lot around Bird, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
I
that's
remember
what I'm
that
saying.
about Bird.
at our Bird is our middle school, and yeah,
Our middle school, like wait,
I mean,
oh my god, my bad.
yeah. I mean the cool
you're
guys,
the one-
Yeah,
cool guys
absolutely.
middle school.
Cool guys middle school. And yeah, I remember them filming, and that guy Nick Swartzen was like in his skates and his short shorts.
Oh, bro, short shorts.
And we're like at PE, like what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah, because they were like right at the corner.
the white cowboy boots.
Yeah, no. That
He had
was
skates?
yeah, he had skates because the white cowboy boots was Lieutenant Dangle or
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Dangle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
short
you're
shorts.
right.
but
you're
Nick
right.
Swartzen also had short
Yeah.
shorts, and he would wear skates, and he was like supposedly a prostitute.
Yeah.
yo, I seen Andy in that same outfit.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you gotta pay. You gotta pay.
costumes.
Yeah, you gotta pay to see that one though. And Brian,
I was born in LA, originally Boyle Heights. So I was about 12 years old. Then I moved out here to the Valley. My mom always worked out here, so we lived in LA. So it would be a commute up here, and it would be a system between my aunt taking most of us to school because she went in at a later time, and then my mom would take us home because she got out at an earlier time, and that was the system that we operated until I was 12 years old. Then we settled in Pacoima, and then from Pacoima I went to Arleta. From Pacoima I went to North Dakota for a little bit.
Yep.
From North Dakota, then I went back to Pacoima, then to Arleta. From Arleta to Sylmar, where I currently stay at.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And Big Andy,
Same shit. Born and raised in North Hollywood.
you still working at Chippendales or?
Nah, I left there. I'm trying to start my own business.
Yeah, there you go. My bad.
But yeah, just North Hollywood, Sun Valley area, like that borderline. It's like on Roscoe and Lower Canyon.
Like upscale.
Oh, yeah,
Not
of course.
even.
Upscale.
Of course.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of that border of North Hollywood, Sun Valley.
It's upscale.
That's still getting
Bro,
judged.
they leave their cars parked and unlocked outside
Oh,
on the street.
dang.
Nothing ever happens.
Like that? Oh, I can't do that here.
on hot days, they leave the front door open.
Oh, dang.
Not even.
We used to be like the latchkey kids to like for his house and just like raid his fucking pantry.
Oh, bro.
Wait. Don't say we.
Me,
It was just you.
No, Brian.
Okay.
Brian.
All right.
All right.
Look, for
The-
me, it was this. Like, I grew up without white bread, bro. Yep.
No, hold on. Let me just put this out there. That Big Andy was the one with the house closest to the high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of like
yeah, there was a hangout
There's
spot.
a hangout
yeah.
spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he had internet, bro. He had internet, and he had a printer, bro. Like that was, that was
Yeah,
wild.
that's right. Big Andy was the first one that had like not dial up.
Yeah, like everyone would go to his house to check
Yeah.
the MySpace, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that was huge.
seriously, when you guys came over,
Every day,
somebody
bro.
was on the computer
rotational.
the
Yeah.
whole time.
Or trying to download some music.
Yeah, because we would have to go pay for those services elsewhere, bro. And this guy had them. But going back to white bread, bro, I hadn't.
Yeah.
Personally, I had never tried it, especially
lot
when
of
I
us.
see.
He
A lot
would
of us.
kill like
It's
a whole
fine,
loaf
bro.
of bread.
I would see commercials, bro, of Wonder Bread, and to me, I always wondered how Wonder Bread tasted.
Same here, dude.
He would dip it in milk, eat the bread.
Yeah.
that was it. That was
Okay,
it.
so how was I the only one that raided your pantry?
Because the bread was outside, bro.
Okay, he ate a whole loaf, and I'm the one.
And the
Bro,
bread was
I-
outside.
I would open the door. He would walk in right behind me. He'll turn around and ask guys, oh, "You guys want something to eat? You guys want something to drink?"
You guys want
Like
chips?
it was his fucking house. Fool.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the fridge. Yeah, he'll go.
You
Your
would kill a
dad,
whole. You would kill a whole bag of chips on your own,
dude.
I remember my mom would be like, "What the hell? I thought I just bought a bag of chips,
I got
like
9
the
kids
big
now.
fucking family size one,
Yeah.
dude."
Yeah, I was a growing boy.
I feel like
growing boy.
I feel like it was your fault. The reason why Andy got punished a lot.
Yeah, dude. Hold on. But obviously the worst one was Gustavo, no?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Gustavo was another friend of ours.
he would go in there with his like you know his
First of all,
his
his lack of morals.
and that's the thing, bro. Like you know his family was
Right?
That's true.
his family was religious, but Gustavo was like low key like
Yeah.
He was a heathen.
yeah
He was a hater. Yeah.
yeah.
A heathen or hater?
A heathen.
A heathen.
He
yeah,
was
that's
like
true.
a heathen in the streets.
Yeah. Like there was a time where he lied to his mom about having dinner at Andy's house.
That's right.
And it was Halloween that day, just so he could go trick or treating, bro. You know?
Because he's he was a Jehovah's
Jehovah's
Witness.
Witness, yeah.
And then his mom would take it serious, so yeah, he'd sneak out on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Say he's having
and
dinner.
Thanksgiving.
She knew, but you know,
Yeah.
he'd get away with it. But this guy, I love you guys, but my boy would terrorize people at Andrew's house, bro.
Yeah.
Like one time I remember we found him asleep with his legs completely crossed, and he was asleep on his knee, bro. Like we looked for him for like half an hour in the house, and we're like, he's not here, bro. And I don't know who decided to check behind like the front door, behind the couch.
between the couch.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
like
door.
a little corner space, like a little like 2x2 area.
Uh-huh.
And bro, he was like pretzeled in and like he was asleep, bro.
I swear to God, it looked like one leg was behind his head.
Yeah,
Like,
The thing is that like he probably had no white bread at his house either, so he probably finished the second loaf and was
Yeah.
tired from all that bread. No?
Yeah, that might have been it, bro. That might have been it. But there's a few initiations that happened at that house too.
Yeah.
For
it even spilled out into the street once.
Yeah, it's true.
I will say, like, I felt like a bully by association with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
By
That's why you had to move so far away, no?
like, they bring out the worst in me.
Yeah.
I tell them
Look at
repeatedly.
this table. Look at this table.
I tell them repeatedly that they bring out the worst in me.
All right, big
look,
Andy. And then,
wait.
first of all, bro, like that's complete bullshit.
yeah.
If anything, we bring out the true person. in
Yeah,
you.
like-
And that's just you.
No. In actuality, bro, like
Yeah. I'm good right now.
Okay.
Him-
just in case.
like Andy and I could be having a normal conversation like this, and Daniel would find ways to manipulate one against the other, bro, and just completely make it like almost like a little war, bro, on a daily basis, bro.
He would always try to get like a 2-on-1.
2-on-1. It was
him
always a
against
2-on-1.
somebody
Bro.
else.
It was always a 2-on-1, bro. And he would come up with like the dumbest games, bro. Where like I remember one time it was raining, bro. And Andy's mom came home, and we were out on the streets. All of us were just whipping each other with our belts, bro. Just
Okay,
running
yeah.
around the street.
Like you do?
Yeah, of course, like everyone did in their childhood.
Yeah.
And see, that was a game that like, you know, Daniel came up with, and you know,
Yeah. Like who's got the best belt?
who's got the thickest belt?
Yeah.
Who's got the real leather?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously it's Andy.
Yeah, Big Andy had
I mean,
the best.
the
leather.
money wise, yeah.
I had to get myself like let's say.
I think he was the first friend that I saw had multiple belts. You know, because
Oh, no, I did.
he had a belt rack.
yeah.
So
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I never saw that one. But you know, Big Andy, like these guys might exaggerate a little bit, but you were the only one with the
Chinchilla.
with the GameCube.
oh, he had a chinchilla, dog.
All
I'm
right,
sorry. I thought that's where you were going.
But exaggerating a little bit?
just a little bit.
No. They exaggerate a lot.
I don't know about that one. So yeah, because I went to your house and then you had the GameCube and you had I had a GameCube too, but I had 2 games. That's all I could afford. You had like stacks and stacks and stacks of games I never even heard of. Right?
Yeah.
You remember?
It's almost like his family worked for Nintendo.
Yeah. Just
That's
for
what
his
it seemed
Nintendo
like.
collection.
That's what it seemed like.
And
Like,
yeah, Daniel's correct.
Like max, I had like 5 games.
maybe your
Max,
chinchilla had
max.
5 games, bro, but you
Chinchilla had his own room.
That's crazy, bro. And it was a solid room, like a 12.
That's
10 by
100% true.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. It's a good 10 by 12 room, bro.
It
And
was-
its own closet.
It was a spare room.
Hold on.
Bro.
Hold on,
You know Mexicans
Let's
be renting
backtrack.
that room out. They need the extra income.
Let's backtrack because we were speaking over each other, and it's okay. It's okay. It happened. But yes, Andy, if anything, you had 5 cases of games, right? 5 boxes, yeah, right? Did you guys see them?
I saw some, bro, but you probably couldn't see all of them in one day.
And I'll give you credit. Like maybe one of those boxes was your stash of magazines and DVDs. Maybe. I did see that too. And that's a better collection than all of us had, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hands down.
Loki,
bro.
we were stealing them.
Just the fact that he had his own room, like
Yeah, oh, yeah, and
it was
your own room.
impressive. Yeah, most of us shared rooms.
I don't have my own room to like never.
Not even now.
Not even now. Yeah.
I legit slept on the living room floor for like most of my life.
Yeah. See.
So
Yeah, and his chinchilla had something I
Yeah.
didn't
And then,
have for a long
and
time, bro.
I didn't even know what a chinchilla was until I went to Andy's house.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
there's,
didn't
Yeah.
either, bro.
And he would just like a Bond villain would hold it and
Yeah.
pet it, and he's like, oh yeah, this is the softest fur available in the
Yeah,
world.
Hey, but no, this shit was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was cool.
yeah, it was like butter, bro.
Yeah, the only one that they didn't like was Gustavo.
Yeah. Like Gustavo would hiss at it for some reason, bro. Like, yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, but yeah, it was like I felt like it was almost like a territorial thing with Gus, because I mean he liked to sleep in corners in the house, and then he had his own room, so smoky, right?
I feel like I've seen Gus, like you know, like the black cat, like where it's like Batch's arch.
Yeah.
That's Gustavo. That's Gus.
He's got to come on this podcast too, though.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, bro. Like,
And then these guys wanted to have you on specific because we're supposed to do this on Tuesday, right? But then I fell under the weather, and you couldn't do it on Sunday before that, right? But these guys wanted you on because the first time you came on, I had no idea you were lying, and these guys wanted to call you out on it.
Oh, who you talking about?
Yeah, you. Yeah, these guys like called me and like, hey, this XYZ is not true.
No.
what it was is that we didn't appreciate being called liars.
Oh, there you go.
wait,
That's
wait,
what it was.
Wait. Cause so the whole thing was you made up a story.
Made up.
Yes.
Story.
Made up a story.
Ooh.
You
I'm an
kept
asshole.
you kept it going and you added on to it.
What story? Like,
Bro, these accusations, like
Yeah.
they hurt.
Yeah,
You
they're-
know,
nah,
hurt.
but it's like
I want a glove, dude, because I want to like backhand.
they're
them, like-
serious. They're serious accusations, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I mean we witnessed a lot, bro. We probably spent the most time out of all the homies at your house, and we witnessed a lot of severe punishments that you've
Okay, so
endured.
like, well, what's the main story that Andy's trying to cover up without interruptions?
All right, I'm gonna say, like, I'm preface this, like I've talked to my therapist about this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I needed to, like
I bet. Yeah.
those.
It's traumatic. It's traumatic.
So I'm an open book if we want to go down that avenue.
Yeah, dude.
It's a rabbit hole, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And I remember there was this one time, it was like, I don't remember the exact year. It was summer. I remember the sun was warm on my shoulders that day.
It's true.
And
I remember that one.
yeah, no, I remember
What's up?
You see how he just exaggerated that shit?
No, what do you mean? Fool? It was warm that summer.
Did that not happen on a summer day,
Yeah,
bro?
fool.
You're a fucking storyteller.
Did that not happen on a summer day?
Yeah.
All right, it happens. But
No, and I remember like we're like, hey, I wonder what Andy's doing, and we should go to his house, and we were at his house, and it was all fun and games, bro. We were playing one of his many GameCube games,
Yes.
called Super Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Not a sponsor, but and
Shout out.
and
well, hold on. If we're gonna be factual, it was the Wii, wasn't it?
I think it was the GameCube. No, I'm pretty
Nah,
sure
it was the Wii, wasn't
No,
it?
no, no, no,
No.
It was
We're
GameCube.
in high school.
Remember
This
the
is-
weird shaped control with like the? You had the purple GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the purple.
I don't
one,
even
bro.
remember.
Because
I remember.
Because I took
You know,
I took
know
some
you
of
take
my
this for granted, but I remember.
Because Andy had so many consoles.
Yeah.
oh, bro.
Yeah.
He had them all. Like
Yeah.
it's not just like a lot. It's like all.
Like
so
big-
Fucking
Borderline-
I had multiples. Then.
Borderline hoarding.
so I remember like we were just there, bro, and of course like Andy was getting dominated in Super Smash Bros. And
never happened.
Typical.
and Daniel and I were just there, and I remember his dad just like, Andres. And Andy had he had the way his restroom was set up is that it had two doors on each side, so it had you could like pass through
from multiple rooms.
You could pass through.
Yeah.
Like, and so I remember one time, I know he was, I don't know what, it was a severe punishment, bro. Like it was pretty bad because he was gone for a long time, and I wasn't sure like what was going on. So we're just like, hey, where's he at? And then I kind of heard like, and I was kind of like, well,
Like Jason?
like not so much Jason,
No?
but I heard kind of like almost like a scrubbing, like a vague scrubbing
Oh, okay.
from
yeah.
a distance,
Of course, yeah.
And I was kind of like, what is that? I wasn't sure what that was. So I started like, kind of just listening and just following the sound. And I got close to the door of the restroom, and I saw my very close friend. He was on his knees, and I saw him with a toothbrush, and he was scrubbing the floor.
Oh, dang.
And there's just like, I mean, I don't want to speculate, but there's a lot of like brown
Material?
matter. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Just kind of splattered. And
Well, you might as well say what kind of matter you think it was.
No,
it doesn't matter what type of matter it was,
no.
bro. But
Did Andy have a dog?
he did, but they never went inside.
Oh, damn.
So it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
And yeah, it was.
Why was it on the floor?
It was crazy because it's like a lot of splats,
Oh,
But
dang.
like I said, we're not gonna get into speculation here. It might have been dripping from the ceiling.
Oh,
it
dang.
might have not. But point is, I saw one of my close friends, bro. Like,
And that's scary, dude.
It was scary.
You
Like,
never want to see a loved one doing something like
no,
that.
and honestly, like I didn't even have
You'd want to call a
like
hazmat team.
I didn't want to have fun anymore that day, bro. Because seeing him do that, like, and it was weird because I could have sworn it was a toothbrush that had his name on it, but
I remember that one.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it, bro.
Like,
so
after a day like that, all you can do is go home and maybe read a few passages in the Bible, no?
something like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like something like that, and then maybe just try to forget it,
Yeah.
and then maybe just try to like sympathize, for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta interject, man.
What happened?
This shit never happened.
I thought like if your life was that good, you kind of have to have something like to
Yeah.
At least one
That's
negative.
right.
Yeah. So that's how I rationalize it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
It's gotta be like a balance.
yeah, and like I'm gonna corroborate everything that Brian said.
Those are assholes.
I wasn't there, so I had to believe you guys. It's 2 against 1, right?
It is 2 against 1, but like I said in the last podcast that I was on, this was a good storyteller. This was an asshole that would keep it going.
All right, Mike. You know my character. Did you classify me?
Danny
as
doesn't
an
lie.
asshole? Would you classify me as an asshole?
No.
He's a bit of a bully. Huh?
Maybe, but like definitely not.
I will say I was a bully by association, hanging out with Andy, but
Like the most traumatic one that you guys told me was the time that you guys got caught wrestling by Big Andy's dad, right?
Yeah, that's
that's all in Andy's story. That's all in Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Were you guys there?
I was there.
I was not
Were
there.
you,
I
were
was
you there
told.
like in the living room? When it
I
happened?
was there in the dining room table
Oh, okay.
watching it.
making a
And my
sandwich.
dad
right?
turned the
Oh,
corner.
bro,
in
that's
the
what I'm saying.
kitchen.
Like if you want me to tell the story, I would tell the story.
Yeah.
Bro. It's just up
And
to you though.
and we should mention this too. Like if you guys have seen Training Day, Andy's dad is the guy Smiley with the big mustache, the guy with the shotgun pointing at Ethan Hawke's face.
Yeah.
So you got to put
Smiley.
a picture up.
When they finds the wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Of his niece. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that makes a phone call.
Yeah.
The one with the tank top and the khakis. Very gangster. And, I didn't know he was, like a top dog like that. So my respect.
You've kind of kept in contact with his father.
Oh, yeah, you still talk to
Oh well, me and him, I always had like a kind of different
Mr.
kind of
Smiley.
relationship. Yeah, Mr. Smiley. That's how I like Mr. Smiley,
Yeah.
Papa Andy. This
Papa Andy.
Yeah. That's what's
Out of respect. Out of
out
respect.
of
It was Papa
respect,
Andy.
Papa Andy too. I just want to say like, this dude has the audacity to try to come out and claim Papa Andy. like now.
Oh wow.
Like, dude, your dad's still alive.
I know. And just because he's out of state doesn't mean you can call yourself that.
And you're trying to claim that for yourself?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what kind of person are you?
Papa Andy the second, if anything.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. I can
Put
see
some
that
respect on his
Yeah.
name, dude.
Yeah.
Put some
Or
respect.
Junior, Papa Andy Junior.
Junior,
Senior
yeah,
for sure.
Junior.
Yeah, so he always looked at me like a son that he wanted, you know.
I guess.
You see what I mean? This guy's a fucking asshole.
Did you say that?
So I didn't really want to do this, but I have some evidence to corroborate Brian's story.
All right.
Which
What's
one?
your evidence?
A few years ago, you know, hitting up with Papa Andy, we just, you know,
Texting
few
back and forth.
messages, you know, seeing what's up. He's like telling me like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Arizona. I was like, oh cool, you know, like I don't know about the weather, but
Yeah.
do you?
To each his own, yeah.
And
Okay, you became a good storyteller too, huh?
yeah, I guess so.
Spit in here?
No, it doesn't.
okay.
No.
so you know, we're talking about like the good old days and stuff because I haven't actually seen him like in person for a long time or whatever, and like, you know, we were close. We were close when
Yeah, of course.
If anything, he didn't like you the most.
yeah,
Brian.
It's false.
yeah, like
That's false.
yeah, that one is false.
Anyone that came over, you can even tell if we ever find Carlos. Yo, Carlos, if you're out there.
I don't remember your last name, Carlos, but
I know
Call
it's
us.
Italian, bro, and it was an
Oh,
Italian.
yeah.
it was like some
yeah.
Italian ass last name.
Yeah.
Carlos, aka Armo.
Armo,
Please
yeah.
reach out.
Yeah,
Let us know you're okay. You're safe.
email us at tallboysunday@gmail.com, please.
He will corroborate. I'm pretty sure
He was
Gus
there a
would.
few times.
Yeah, I'm
he
pretty
was
sure.
one of the ones that got initiated in.
Yeah, he was one of the.
Shh, we don't want to speak on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, not too much. But
Yeah, criminate.
Yeah. No.
Allegedly.
Let's
all
keep.
right. Long story short, right? So we were talking about, you know, like, you know, good old days or whatever, and then after he was just like, oh yeah, like he was talking about Andy, you know, like how like, things changed with him, and look at him, like this
Yeah,
guy's
no,
a whole
that's
new,
great.
He's a whole new dude.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
now, like
Tall. He's got facial hair.
yeah. When did we like reconnect? It was just this past summer, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I hadn't seen him for like
A while.
15 years, 12 years, whatever it was, you know, like, and I was talking to his dad before then, and we were just like talking about, you know, things, and he brought it. Hold on. He brought Andy, and he's like, oh, you know, we're talking about like, oh, you remember this, you remember that, and he's like, you know, I have a couple like of things to remember, like the days, you know, when Andy was, you know, much younger, and you know, he had to be put in line a little bit more.
A little bit, yeah.
Because
I remember your brother was like fucking, like all business.
yeah, he was
All business.
He was, and then I
He
don't know.
wasn't doing no wrestling moves with his friends.
Yeah, and so like we sent a couple postcards or whatever, and then I got a package in the mail, and he was just like, you know,
What did he send you or what?
Fuck
I
you
brought,
guys, dude.
I brought it with me.
Oh, okay, let me see.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we're doing a reveal. Oh damn! Yeah.
I know you
I don't
guys.
even want to touch this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a pink toothbrush
I know
or
you guys
purple.
fucking planned this shit last night.
Well,
Fuck you guys.
It looks like some hazmat all over it.
It says Andres.
hey,
Oh yeah,
fuck you guys.
It does say Andres on it. So was that the toothbrush that you used to clean the bathroom that one time, or continuously?
Why the fuck would I have kept that toothbrush?
I don't know.
There's
It's
shit
not
on
You.
it.
It's not you. It wasn't you that
It
kept
wasn't
it.
you.
It wasn't you that kept it.
It's your,
Hey.
all
right,
subconscious. Subconscious is that?
I brought this to clear our name,
yeah.
you know, because the thing though is that you call Brian a liar,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
is the furthest thing from the truth. Brian is like, dude, he has Honest Abe kind of vibes.
Yeah, it's true.
So I mean,
Look at that beard.
Appreciate that.
and then you called me an asshole, which I didn't really appreciate, you know, because I
true.
felt like
That's true. Fool.
I-
You did say that.
I have some remorse for being a bully by association, by hanging out with Andy.
Oh, be careful with your glass. Don't
sorry.
get too close to
no.
your glass. Yeah.
I
The
mean,
mirror
it's-
is like it's kind of like
I'm gonna put it away.
Yeah, please put it away. Please put it away.
Kind
Yeah,
of smells in here.
yeah, you know it smells now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Thank you for sharing, Daniel. But yeah,
Hold
like
on, hold on. How I know this guy's a fucking asshole?
yeah,
When we're on the phone, when was last week? On like what, Thursday or Friday? You wanted to double team Brian about straws.
oh damn, double team.
That's how I know you're a fucking asshole.
All right. So before we move on from this subject, thank you, Big Andy, for being a good sport.
Yeah.
But
That's all
Hey,
good.
for real,
It's
for
all
real,
good.
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Appreciate you.
It's all good.
Thank you, bro.
hey, yo, this is.
I want to hear the wrestling story because I guess I told it wrong the last time.
I will say this is pretty good even at room
it is,
temperature.
yeah.
It was pretty accurate.
According to Brian, it wasn't.
Okay, no.
No,
So-
wait. That shit was accurate.
Okay.
I cleared it up.
Okay.
No. I
I
mean,
guess so.
it was pretty.
But I want to hear Brian's version.
All right, yeah.
All right, so
Ooh, we're doing
it was-
jiu-jitsu.
Please don't interrupt, Big Andy.
It was summer. The summer. No, I mean, honestly, yeah. Like the season doesn't matter. I just remember, like they stated earlier, I was at the dining room, and of course, he had Wonder Bread,
Yeah.
fresh pack, bro,
Oh,
fresh
hell yeah.
pack.
Hell yeah.
Just so you guys know, it's like the kitchen, dining room area. Living room was like right. It was all
Yeah,
the, like
yeah.
the same.
So it didn't have like a
It was like 2,000 square feet just in the living room.
Yeah.
dining room.
yeah. So
Because it was a mansion.
So it was literally like it was like an open kitchen / living room. Like it wasn't a doorway or anything like that. It was like
everything was gold plated.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
And
remember that.
and yeah, so I remember like so like the sun was kind of in my eyes because it was kind of like reflecting off the gold.
Of course.
And so I moved seats, and and I remember so it was Andy and a buddy of mine that they were on the couch, and so Andy was losing the wrestling match,
Okay. Yeah.
and he had him in a tough position. He had him in a
He
tough
had
position.
top control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say that. He had
Top
Okay.
control.
Yeah,
top
top
control
control.
with Andy's legs kind of up.
I was trying to
No,
get
no,
my guard in.
no. Let's explain. Like, I feel like that's too vague.
Okay, so,
So, like, was he like in a missionary style position like that?
kinda. So it's,
Open guard.
and-
Open guard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like an
so
open
like
guard.
so Andy's legs were kind of more like closer to his shoulders. you know?
Okay.
And
Not even.
so I remember I was dipping the Wonder Bread
Into the milk,
into
of
the
course,
milk,
of
and
course.
yeah, I was eating that, and I'm watching, and I'm kind of just like
Salivating.
laughing a little bit,
He's
right?
kind of the show.
He's kind of salivating.
Because
from
I'm
the-
literally like the way I'm facing right at them.
Yeah. So the guy's on top of Andy, right? Missionary style with the legs on.
kind of the legs
up here.
going up.
Okay.
and
he's like.
and it's a hard position to like try to get out of, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when you're being pinned down like that, Mm-hmm. And I'm there just eating away, bro. And I started hearing like thump, like kind of like in the background, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. And by the time I heard like the thump, they got loud enough. I was biting into the bread, and I turned this way like this, and it was Andy's dad. It was Mr. Smiley.
So yeah, you didn't hear the Cortezes coming.
Yeah, no, I didn't, bro. Like it must have been you.
Oh, okay.
The
Brand new,
traction,
brand new,
yeah,
yeah.
the
Wearing,
soul,
like slippers. Like
yeah,
Like the rabbit
and
slippers.
Yeah, it was slippers with high socks.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So Mr. Smiley was right there, bro. And right when I turned around, the other friend of mine was kind of like in a skiing position, like throwing his hips all the way back, almost like aligning himself like a V. And he gives this giant thrust.
Oh, okay. So like
Yeah, like almost like he was trying to thrust.
into him.
Like no, like thrust him into the couch.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn.
And right when that happened, I hear Mr. Smiley say, "Andres, no estén jugando así." and they go into like kind of like
Like,
like
playing
trying to
around,
like
playing around.
like here's a full Nelson.
Yeah.
And,
Like a for real
and,
wrestling move.
and I'll never forget that, bro, because that was the one time that I felt like Andy should have got punished and was not punished.
All right. And do you remember that?
We're wrestling.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That was it,
Well,
that was
yeah.
it.
His dad like came later and like he's just like
No, but do you remember if your dad told you anything afterwards?
Nah, he didn't say
He didn't say
anything.
shit. Dang, he stayed quiet. Like even though
was just-
the homie was.
All right, we're not gonna talk about this.
Even though he caught you humping the other homie, or the other homie humping you.
Oh, we just didn't talk about it.
Oh, we just.
But we're just wrestling.
For sure. No,
He was trying to throw up a triangle, you know,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
For how many days did he talk to you, or did he ignore you? Because
it's a really weird relationship that he had with
did.
his dad, because I feel like he was spoiled, but maybe that was from his mom, because his dad didn't really appreciate it too much.
Fuck you guys.
Nah, but yeah, I think we've talked about like all the subjects that we wanted to talk about, or clear up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, it's not clear because you fools. Obviously, with the toothbrush, it shows you guys fucking.
Nah.
It shows what?
He brought
worked on
evidence.
the
Well,
story yesterday because I know you guys.
Okay, first of all, I'm master educated. Okay, all right. So I got.
he does have a master's. He does have a
I got
master's.
higher education. All right, so
Oh, fuck.
so
Yeah, so Daniel is one of the few of us that actually made it to college out of high school. He left right at what, 17? Yeah,
right after
17.
right after high school.
And you went to Cal Berkeley, right?
Yeah,
And graduated what class?
2012.
2012.
You know, I didn't actually even. So on our graduation, like from Poly, I actually had to take a bus to Cal
Eesh.
that same night because orientation was the next day. Because we graduated so late, where like typical schools would have graduated earlier, and so like I didn't even. Did you have a party like that night or something?
I did.
I didn't even. Yeah, like I had to get on the bus.
we got
The
shit. That was
Greyhounded.
great.
See, I
party.
didn't even know this.
I had the Greyhounded that same night, so I just had like dinner with my family. Got on a Greyhound, whatever, like 8-hour, 10-hour freaking Greyhound to get over and do the orientation. But
what happens if you miss orientation? Does it matter?
well, like part of it is like setting up your classes, so it was kind of necessary. But I will say that night was actually pretty cool because that was like the first night I went to like frat road.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty.
They actually let you in into the different frats?
Yeah, because it's kind of like a little bit of like, oh, you're one of us now. So, and this was before like they started like seeing that I'm brown anyway. So
You just look like sort of Asian.
maybe I could have passed off as like Southeast Asian, like,
Yeah, like Filipino, really tall Filipino,
or like Indian, maybe.
maybe Indian. Yeah, I can see that because of the
Yeah.
the chin hair.
So, but me and Brian have been talking about like Andy's otherness because we're not even
What
sure what his background is. Like,
Well, like
Because I mean, Mr. Smiley seemed like he was Mexican,
yeah,
but they always spoke to him in English.
Hold on. All right, my dad is from Zacatecas. My mom is from Yucatan. So let's get that out of the way.
Oh shit!
don't know.
Did she make the
I don't
tacos
know.
of what's it called? It's called piril or
Bibil?
pibil. There you go.
That's just fucking bomb.
Yeah?
dog. My
Yeah.
mom makes that shit.
Hell
That's just
yeah.
fucking bomb.
But-
My daughter's like that shit.
Yeah. She's
Like every time we go to Arizona, that's what she makes for us because she
Alright.
knows like that shit's like.
A Sri Lankan. Like,
Sri Lankan. No, it's
It's cochinita pibil.
yeah. So it's
no, I know
it's
what he's
rap-
talking about, but I'm not sure that I've ever heard Andy say a single word of Spanish.
I mean, he said, I'm
He
not
just
gonna
said it
lie.
right now,
He said like 2 or 3 right
Yeah,
now.
he did.
And
he
this
did.
was the first
but
time.
that's names. That's names.
Yeah, for sure.
all right. And I wanted to go back to all right. So you went. You took off to Berkeley 08. No, we graduated 09.
Oh wait,
No,
oh wait,
wait,
oh
wait,
wait,
wait.
Yeah.
So we graduated in the fall of or
Summer.
no
June.
No. Okay, so our last year playing was 08, but we graduated.
No, we graduated
08,
in
08,
Summer
so
of
June,
June
08.
2008.
Okay. I'm fucking. Damn, fucking whiskey. All right.
It's good. The whiskey's.
But
really
either way,
good.
like I remember, like a full year had passed, and either me or B-Rad had said, like, "Fuck, it's been a year and we haven't seen fucking bitch ass Daniel." So
exact words.
yeah,
Exact
those were
words.
the exact words.
I believe it.
Those were the exact words. And then we organized like a little road trip. The
Yeah.
first time it was me, you, who else?
I think Arturo.
Little Screech.
No.
No.
Carlos. I believe it was Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. Nah, Little Screech must have gone when Carlos went.
Yeah,
no,
that
he
was
went. He went the
time.
second time.
The second time.
Because you remember
Carlos went the first time?
Carlos. I think Carlos went both times. No,
Oh, then
I
yes.
think he did. I think he went both times.
Yeah.
I only
Because I remember.
Carlos.
Because I remember you said that you wanted Carlos there.
That's true. 'Cause
So-
Carlos
so-
is a good time.
Yeah.
So I remember. Yeah, I think the second time was with Lil Screech and Gus. They weren't there the first time around.
Yes.
Was David?
Was
Was
the
David also there the
second
first time? Oh, he was there the second time.
That was.
Could we? Was it?
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, so the first time it was Brian, me, Art, and the fourth person that we can't remember, probably Carlos. The second time we went in a van. Then the third time is when we took David.
Because the first time was in the Scion.
There was three times.
3 times.
We won like 4 or 5 times. That's why I wanted to say, like, what I was trying to get at, that, like, I appreciate you. Like, even though we didn't get into college, we were in college partying every year.
Oh,
I mean, it was fun.
Shout out to Hermanos Unidos.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to
Welcoming
Hermanos Unidos,
us, even though
Yeah, we weren't in school.
yeah,
By
we're,
the
we're
way.
supposed to the
mean-
CSUN chapter.
Oh yeah, you guys
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Chapter.
Yeah, we
This
lied.
guy tried to say he was a UCLA when UCLA was there, bro. UCLA was there
Like,
visiting.
Yeah, like we don't know that clown.
Yeah, we had to tell him like, oh, he's kidding. He's part of the CSUN chapter, you know. But
It was good times.
it was
when
good,
you guys
great
came.
times, bro.
It was dope
uh,
ass times. I had never been like really out of Southern California, so it was
Yeah.
great.
the first I want to say the first party that we attended from Hermanos Unidos was like 10 kegs or something like that, right?
Yeah, they did it
Yeah.
pretty big. They did it pretty big, and it was always like so we had like community living, like apartments or whatever, and that's where I resided or whatever, and we just like had parties there. But I will say, if anyone's looking out to go to college, Cal Berkeley, I mean it's a top notch education, but like also it's like college vibe, right? Like it actually feels like a college town, not just like this place where there is a college there.
Yeah, Telegraph alone, bro, is like
Telegraph.
legendary. Yeah,
Whoa, you remember
Patches.
Patches?
Patches
yes.
is legendary,
Patches.
bro. Shout out
so
Patches.
I will say, I'm pretty sure he got raided a couple times. So.
A few times. I saw it on the newspaper. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, he's probably done.
So if you're not from the Berkeley area, Patches was a guy on the boulevard, on a famous boulevard, right? Going up
Telegraph.
on Telegraph, going up to the stadium. They call him Patches because he would technically sell patches.
Sell patches that you could iron onto like backpacks and shirts
Yeah,
and stuff.
patches.
Yeah.
And then, but he would also sell like probably the gnarliest fucking Bud brownies you can find
Yeah,
anywhere.
it
The thing is, he was pretty. He had a good keen eye on who he thought
Yeah, he was
was like
he wouldn't
suspect.
Yeah,
yeah.
he wouldn't sell to anyone.
No,
like,
yeah, because I know Mike tried buying him from him and he wouldn't sell to him.
Yeah.
But I went a few times to him and I would ask him like, hey, what's up, Patches? What's the special of the day? That was the key phrase, and he would tell you like at the time if it was like 5 for $20, and then or if it was 4 for $20, and then he would sell you some crazy Bud brownies that weren't even brown, bro.
Yeah,
like
they
they're
weren't
just
brown, dude.
green. Yeah,
It tastes.
Yeah.
it didn't taste.
they tasted pretty shitty,
Honestly,
bro.
like if you fuse cardboard and styrofoam together, that's what those just taste
yeah,
like.
it was Bud with a little bit of brownie.
It was like tiny little chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Like, tiny little chocolate chip, bro.
And you know what? At the time when we went up there, I was smoking not regularly, but regular enough to where when we ate them, like I was fine. But I think we went 2 years later, and I bought some and I came back, and I thought I can just pick it right up. Fuck no, dude. No. Like I ate the I ate the brownie, and I thought I was gonna go to sleep. You know, and fuck no, dude. I had a bad trip. I got really paranoid. I went to the middle of my bed, got onto both sides, and I was like, I'm gonna fall. and then I was like, fuck, dude. It was like 4 a.m. I couldn't fall asleep, and I was holding on, and my fingers were tired because I was gripping it so fucking hard. Yeah. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna shower this shit off, dude. And I have no idea how long I was in the shower. I was like, fuck, dude, this is taking forever.
See, I've never heard that story,
Yeah.
bro, but I have experienced the trip. You know,
Yeah,
the
dude, they were
Patches
fucking
brownies.
powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, like a half of one would fuck you up pretty bad, bro. Like one was good. One was good, bro. If you did a whole one, man, I remember our buddy Raz. Shout out Raz. He was supposed
been
to
on the show.
Yeah, Gus was supposed to take a brownie with him, and Gus apparently he didn't tell him that he was only going to take half. By the end of the night, Raz was pale.
Yeah, he
Pale,
went
bro.
white, dude.
Yeah, he went white. He was
lost his tan.
white face.
he was vomiting in the bushes, and he couldn't understand why Gus was fine.
And then he peed himself too, dude. Like that's the lack of control he had. And,
Bro,
then-
and
and as he's leaving the bushes, like he steps in a big ass pile of shit too.
that was always
Yeah, dude, it was a bad night for that.
It could, yeah. Like I saw some dude in my dorm. He thought he was like Jesus resurrected after having like some of them. So like some people had like some really
bad
gnarly
trips.
I was probably there was a time where I took one. I went to the sink. I was like washing my face for like 10 minutes, and I thought I was there for like 3 hours. Then I went to go play Madden, and I was like eating just spoonfuls of peanut butter, dude. I was just like eating spoonfuls of peanut butter, and I was playing Madden, and dude, I swear I was telling the future. I was like, oh, I could.
You probably
see.
were from.
No, it was just like my reception of everything was like delayed, so everything was like. To me, it felt like I was telling like I was seeing the future. I'm like, oh, I could see. I'm gonna do this and that, and like I'm gonna get all the way to the end zone. But it was just that my like interpretation of everything was like 10 minutes delay, where I was just like,
Yeah. So I think that's what happened to my cousin Marco too. He sat down to play PlayStation, and he just fell asleep right there on the spot. Like his wife showed up like 8 hours later. Like what the? Yeah.
Yeah, those brownies were crazy,
shout
bro.
out Patches, though.
Yeah, shout out Patches, bro.
Did you ever have him, Big Andy? No.
Nah,
he looked like a leprechaun.
No,
like,
'cause
for real.
Like he looked like a
Yeah.
kind of like all right. He did look like leprechaun. He had a vibe like that, but he dressed like a Vietnam vet.
Oh
Yeah, he did. He had the.
But I remember
camouflage
when I
jacket.
would ask him like, "What's the special?" and he would hand me the bag. His hands were probably like the size of my palms, bro. Like his hands were tiny, bro. And I remember there was one time that we bought like $100 worth of.
Oh yeah, because you guys wanted to bring something back.
We wanted to bring some back, bro. But
Yeah.
those were deadly, bro. Like
Yeah, dude. Because I was actually going to school here in downtown at LA Trade Tech, and then there was two dudes that like they would smoke on the regular. One guy took it home to go do it. Came back the next day and was like, "Bro, those were the shit, dude. Fucking crazy. I haven't been that high in years." And then the other guy, Landon, he took it in class, and then it was his day to clean up the shop right afterwards. And then, dude, he's fucking like going slow motion with the mob. And I don't know how the fuck he went home. I hope he lived close by. But he didn't show up to school for like 2 days.
shout out Landon.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, you're a cool guy.
Telegraph. Telegraph.
Telegraph was legendary,
If anybody
bro.
listens to Childish Gambino, he has a song like Telegraph. That's the avenue where he's talking
But
about
what I didn't like about it was that fucking park where all the bums were at. I didn't
People's
like that.
Park.
People's Park, yeah.
It
People's
has
Park.
history though. It has history. That's where like they did all the 70s like protests, and like it was very like hippie. Like Berkeley is a trippy place because it has like a history of like being mad hippie, but like now it's like a top-notch education. So like you have like all the like the hippie people trying to still like be like green and peace and love and all that, but then you also have like for real, you have all the Asian kids that are like, I'm trying to get, top class of like in my engineering class or whatever. And when I was going to school, I did a bio major or whatever. And dude, people are savages where like they're out here telling you wrong answers to try to sabotage you because they're because there was classes that were called like weeder classes to like
To weed out
like the weak people or whatever, right? Especially like in like the hard, the science kind of science engineering kind of majors. They try to weed out like the people that aren't gonna cut it. So like people felt like, oh, if there's only gonna be 20% people that make it, so like I gotta make sure that you don't or whatever. And so like they were like fucking savages out there.
That's lame to me, dude.
But
You guys okay? That's lame to me. But like anytime anybody asks me if I went to college, I say not really, but I partied in Berkeley.
hey,
Yeah, and honestly, it's true. Like I had every time I'd go, it was a great time.
It's just hard.
one of my favorite places is forever will be Berkeley. One of my favorite places forever will be.
Berkeley was great. I remember
I have great memories.
I went there a few times, and he gave me a tour of the campus the first time. Showed me like different libraries. Was it like Say This Tower or something like
Say
that?
Their Tower, yeah.
Yeah. And but you said they call it something else.
Capellini,
Capellini, right?
yeah.
I remember you were
Capellini
pissed.
Tower.
I remember that you were pissed that Brian lost your keys that one time, though.
No. Okay, so we'll clarify that story as well. But he also showed me like this plaque where I don't know if it was like
Did you want a Modelo?
a respected professor or it was something to do. He was very historic to the school, Berkeley, and if you walked over his plaque,
Oh,
it was almost like a superstition where you wouldn't get a 4.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember a bunch of little things like that, and I thought it was like interesting because I saw the jade, like there's like authentic jade, and it reminded me of Andy's house, bro. You know?
yeah.
But
Andy does have a lot of jade stuff at his house.
Yeah.
Or did.
Did you ever see that SpongeBob episode where like everything's like silver, like or like chrome, like
I know exactly when they go to the future.
Yeah, when they go to the future, that's Andy's house,
but with platinum.
Yeah.
And a mansion.
And silver.
And like everything's like diamond, like
is it gold, jade, or is it chrome?
It has everything.
Everything.
Any material that costs a lot of money, bro. Like
you know what it looked like? Probably like an Aztec mansion.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, because they couldn't decide between the jade or the gold or the platinum or silver, all that.
Yeah,
So
they had all of it.
It was like that, bro. But I just never heard Spanish in that house.
Never heard Spanish in the house.
It was pretty crazy.
But
you said my dad spoke Spanish.
No, but I mean, like coming from you. So like your mom, she always spoke English to you. You know.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and then Mr. Smiley, he would speak Spanish, but only when he was angry.
Yeah, that's true.
Other than that, he would speak he would speak the Chicano type of.
What gang was your dad from?
He'd always like walk into the room like this.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's always like that with a bag of chips or
Food, don't laugh.
chicharron, like.
That's how you know he's fucking lying.
Food, like that's how that's his nervous laugh, if anything.
I have social anxiety, so
Yeah.
that's like a nervous tick. It's a nervous tick. Sorry, I can't control it. Talk to my therapist about it.
Yeah. Sorry, Big Andy. We'll give you his phone number later.
But what was the? You guys brought something up right now that we're like, we'll talk about right now.
Yeah. So back when we were much younger, right? Like 6 months ago, Daniel was actually trying to be a rapper, if you guys remember, right?
Oh shit!
And then he was such a fire rapper that your radios would explode.
Right.
So you had to be careful. Yeah, you had to be careful. Like you made sure the AC was full blast before you play that mixtape.
No combustible.
No, nothing. No. You better not be smoking cigarettes.
Freezer door open.
I was walk-in fridge kind of situation.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Like he got so hot so fast. He did start an internet beef in MySpace days with another rapper named Manny Lico.
Shout out Manny Lico.
His arch
Shout out Manny Lico. I know you're doing your thing.
Arch nemesis.
Yeah, obviously Daniel's retired now. It's all good. This is a long time ago. But at the time, it was a serious ass beef. And Daniel, what started that beef?
It was just like I don't know. It was just like, like I was.
Were you hating on him? He was hating on you?
I don't think I was hating on him. I think it was just like we were both like.
Oh no, you weren't hating on him?
No, I wasn't hating on him. I wasn't hating.
That wasn't hating.
That wasn't hating. Damn.
Don't love him so much.
You're a little bit of a hater.
I get it, fool man. Yeah. But was it who
You remember this
shot the
fool
first
pissed
shot?
on some dude's car that had a better grade than him or some shit like that?
Oh, that's right.
What?
Oh, you pissed on some dude's car in high school when you because he had a better grade than you or some shit. Some Asian dude that was like on the tennis team or some shit like that.
Perry, one of the Perry brothers.
Perry, it was
yeah.
But I had what? I had
you pissed on his car on his fucking door handle.
No, that was a teacher of ours, Campos.
No,
I don't know.
Was it compost?
No. No.
It wasn't compost.
It wasn't corroborated.
No,
I don't know.
No.
I don't think we can get convicted on that now, right?
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, of course. This is all alleged, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, exactly the same shit about my dad. It's just allegedly.
Okay, first of all,
no, that's true.
You guys act like when I was in school, like I know I did the stuff that I did to get good grades, but whatever. But like, it kind of just happened. Like, let's be real. Like, it just kind of just happened. Where
urinate on.
No,
okay, my bad.
You did though. No. I was there.
No, I wasn't.
We were there.
Let's stay on track. All right. So what are we talking about? Are we talking about good grades or are we talking about?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay, let's clarify.
All right.
Let's
get back on track.
Okay, I'm gonna let Big Andy bring up his topic because we were clowning Big Andy for a big long time. Big Andy, say your piece. Daniel did what?
He was you were hating on him. Some Asian dude.
don't-
That was, he was
don't-
on who's on the tennis team or some shit
It
like
was
that.
it was Perry. It was the younger
Yeah.
Perry. The younger Perry. Yeah. But I don't remember. I don't. I swear.
All right. I don't remember peeing on anyone's.
You pissed on his
like,
fucking door handle.
No.
You pissed on the driver's side door handle.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I probably peed on a couple door handles.
Yeah,
You know, like
It
if I'm
better
being-
not have been mine.
it happens.
Probably
It might
mostly
have
Andy.
been, might have been.
Mostly probably Andy.
Yeah,
to be
because
honest.
hold on, because Andy had that Geo Metro.
No. So see,
Was
so he
it?
had a Civic at first, right?
No,
Older Civic.
it was a Honda Accord.
Accord,
Like a
and,
1990 or
Yo,
1989
how
Honda
does he
Accord.
go
They-
from he just got his car jacked and then he gets like a new car
Fuck you! Was it just like
You got a
right
Hon-
away?
I mean, you got a Hyundai Elantra, bro, and you said it
Yeah.
was Italian for lightning
Yeah.
fast.
Elantra
yeah.
does mean lightning speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, lightning speed.
and it was luxury. It wasn't even
Yeah.
like,
It was a shitty.
it was
No.
shitty when nobody had most of us didn't even.
All
Have
right,
a
no.
vehicle.
All right.
bro.
But it was shitty.
And Andy had a very nice Accord, right?
It was like a 90.
It was-
It was a
98.
It was,
No, fool, it was like a 90. It was like
90?
a 1990 or.
and
Bro,
we,
that's-
but we
With like
graduated.
26 inch spinners on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did have
The
the
stereo.
spinners.
I think the spinners and the stereo was kind of like what
okay.
enticed the burglars to kind of like.
Yeah. Andy, honestly, you shouldn't have the 24-inch rims with the spinners on it. That's why it was stolen. But,
Right, I guess that was a mistake.
right after, Andy had a brand new 2007 Hyundai Elantra.
It was like a. And
And
I
we're
want
talking
to
about
say it
2006.
was kind of like goldish, right? Like
It was
goldish.
2008.
It was.
To match.
Oh, damn, it was even newer.
I had gotten a 2003 salvage Honda Elantra.
No, he said savage. He
Savage.
said savage,
Savage.
and it was
Savage.
gold. It was gold.
Salvaged.
It was gold to match
But-
the
but
kitchen
either way-
sink.
For the longest,
But-
it didn't have a fucking airbag in the steering wheel.
all right. Fair enough. Like, let's say you're telling the truth, right? Let's say.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yeah.
Yeah.
I
We'll give him.
Daniel, I remember Daniel was taking the bus plus his shoes, right? Daniel was going through his shoes, like every 6 months?
No,
Yeah.
I did have Regal like at some point. It wasn't mine though. Hey, that was a pretty sick. That was a pretty sick way.
What year was it, though?
It was like an '88.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brian had, like,
I didn't have nothing, bro.
well, when you would borrow your mom's car, what year was her Cadillac?
It was a nice caddy.
It was a nice
a
caddy,
nice
bro.
caddy.
But that was after high school.
Oh, okay. So no
Yeah,
car in high school.
No car.
Yeah.
No
It was
car in high school.
like right after high school, huh?
And I was driving around in a 1986 Toyota pickup.
Yeah.
It didn't even have a name.
So
Just
nothing in the 2000s.
No, not even in the 90s. fool.
Yeah.
Ooh, but the caddy's better than that car that I
and
had.
imagine a savage, what was
Salvage.
it? Savage 2000.
Salvage.
It was pretty savage.
Yeah,
Hyundai was a new company back then.
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Bro.
What was it?
It was
I
good.
think it was.
LeBron got on it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he did,
So
bro.
you
LeBron.
saw it before LeBron did. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, fool. So count your blessings, fool.
For you, it was nothing. For a lot of people, that would have been everything, bro.
bro, yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to have to borrow this with cell phone to try to.
That's right.
You remember?
That's right, bro.
I used
And
to have
remember
to borrow your cell
when?
phone.
And remember, he had like the first flip phone. Like he
Yeah.
had the first flip phone.
Yeah, 'cause
with
we all-
color with the color screen.
Yeah, because we had Nokias.
And he yeah.
With the snake game on it.
Yeah. So we had like the little brick,
Mm-hmm.
Nokias, and he had this Verizon exclusive that had buttons on the front of it that could play music.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah,
exclusive.
you're right.
Hey, no lie. I did borrow your cell phone until like maybe 12th grade. I would to like call my parents and be like, hey, can you like give me some money
And
for
Andy-
a bus pass?
Yeah.
For like the $2 or whatever.
And they had like a full keyboard before that shit was even cool, you know? Like all of us were like texting. You remember texting the numbers a bunch of times?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I was out here
T9,
fucking
whatever the-
You don't remember that.
Sending pigeons and shit. You know?
You don't remember that. Fool.
Yeah, like it is. I'm telling you, he had the first flip phone that I had seen. Like before there was iPhones, there was like Andy's phone.
Yeah,
bro.
Andy's phone,
And it, like I said, it was a Verizon exclusive, and it was the first like Verizon exclusive. There was like an MP3 player as well. Mm-hmm. So I had like the play button, the fast forward.
Fucking shitty. Fool. It didn't even work.
What do you mean?
Everything
All
to
of a
him
sudden-
is like,
I
yeah,
had
bro.
like an unlimited
The
plan
Savage,
before
this-
unlimited plans happened. Fool.
Yeah,
Like,
the Savage.
Fool, everything was unlimited at the time except for the minutes.
This fool had like unlimited text, and you know, remember when it used to be like, oh, you only get like 100 texts per, or like not 100, but whatever amount of text per like month.
500.
This fool had unlimited.
He was the only person that I knew had an SD card in the phone.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people couldn't afford
That was
SD
new.
card.
That was new. Yeah,
bro. And he had like at the time I think there was only like 2 gigs. You know, like that was like the max, and this guy had an SD card, bro.
Hey, hold on. I gotta take a fucking piss.
All right.
Hey, but hold on. I want to say one more thing. Like
Okay.
you know, like the stock pictures, like where you go like get a picture frame or whatever, and then you like get like a stock picture of like a family.
Mm-hmm.
Fool, I saw Andy's family. Like,
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
yeah.
Wealthy. Yeah. It's different between rich and wealthy. So, wealthy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We weren't wealthy, that's for sure.
And you know what? We've all gotten older, right? Yeah, a little bit, obviously, a little bit. You can't even tell.
We're 25. Right?
Yeah, if anything, too. If anything. But Andy, you started family pretty early on, no?
I did.
Yeah. How old are your kids now?
I was 21.
21. Yeah.
First kid.
Because
She's 10 now. Little one is 8. She just turned 8.
then, like I was telling you earlier, like those 15s are around the corner. Fool.
That shit's scary.
Yeah, dude.
I know you two guys got little ones, so
Yeah, but
Yeah,
do you believe in like doing 15s?
Yeah.
Because I personally don't.
That's what I was gonna get at right now.
Yeah, I personally don't.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to give her a quince, like a
Yeah.
nice quince, and
That's cool, bro.
But for me, it's more of a selfish thing because I like to party anyway. And yeah, like
yeah.
fucking any reason. yeah.
So why don't you want to give her a quince?
I just honestly, I just believe it's a waste of money, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say like, because I know it's like important for some cultures, but I feel like in a sense it's almost like an advertisement of like, hey, my daughter's a woman now. And personally, I you know, like that's not something that I want to advertise. And then second, I feel like for the amount of money that you're gonna spend, which is nowadays, like before, maybe with 5Gs you're cool. Nowadays, you're looking more in probably double digits, you know. And I
like
feel
10
with
to 15.
yeah, so I feel
for
like
real.
with like double digits, it's probably better to even give her a gift like after graduation, like, hey, you want to take a trip anywhere, you know, and you know specifically,
Cool. Or my bad. But haven't you seen Taken?
okay, so let's say okay, so if you
Right,
want to
right.
put taking into perspective, then say, hey, how about a car for college, you know, and then you have a vehicle, something to move around with when you go to college. So I think there's better options than to have a party, and maybe this is coming from more because my wife also didn't have a quince, and then me seeing my sister's quince, because that to me that was a lot of money too that was spent, and I just felt like personally, even with the wedding, I feel like a wedding itself also like it's probably better just to have a small wedding, to be honest, yo, because a larger wedding I feel like it's unnecessary. There's a lot of people that you don't talk to after that wedding too,
Like me.
and you know,
But you're right here.
yeah, you're here, bro.
Yeah, we're here.
So I feel like there's a lot of things that go into like these big events that it's literally it happens. It's so much of a buildup, and it's so much of an exhaustion, bro, because you're there just exhausting yourself planning things out, and it ends up just being like for maybe like a 10-hour event.
And also, like, I feel like at the party, you're trying to keep people happy. Just
Yeah,
make sure
and
you're
you
like,
don't-
I'm
you don't
checking up on
enjoy
you,
it.
I'm checking
That's
up
how I
on
felt like at Andy's wedding.
Yeah, you don't.
you. I didn't even have like a
yeah, and you don't enjoy it yourself, bro. So
like.
So that's kind of where I'm coming from. Like I feel like it's almost like a waste in a sense, you know.
In a couple weeks, because next week I'm going to Puerto Vallarta, so
Must be nice.
Yeah.
it is nice. Thank you. Now in a few weeks, I'm gonna have a friend of mine that I met through Jessica's family. He's from Mexicali, right? Shout out to Martin if you're listening. You're gonna be on. Don't trip, bro. And he says that you can do some cheap ass shit out there, like for the 15 grand that you spend here on a 15, you can go over there, probably spend like $2,000 and have an even better time. And it's just right over the border. So like we're in Southern California, so to get to Calexico, it's like 2-3 hours, and then cross the border, 3.5 hours, right? And you can rent out like a big ass place and do everything you want. No holding back, and it'll be pretty cheap. And I'm on to to explain everything. And mostly because I'm really like
It's
interested
like a
in
travel
that.
agent, like travel agent,
Dude, like trip out. Like I'm mostly just interested in that area in general. He says like Mexicali has the best Chinese food around. Period. Like there's actually like Chinese people living there.
I mean, that's
for generations.
That's kind of saying a lot. Like I live in the Bay Area. There's a lot of Asian people in the Bay Area.
There is food. There is
I was
food.
gonna say like here.
I'll take if you want to go, we'll make the trip. You know,
Hey,
I was gonna say,
test it out.
Hey, I'm trying to go to Guatemala. So
Yeah.
I've been telling Brian, like, I'm just trying to go more south and south. You know, like I've been to Mexico, and not that I've explored all of Mexico. I'm definitely gonna still continue to go to Mexico, but like I'm trying to go southern. You know, try to feel out the flavors and stuff. And
I'm gonna go in November.
so
I'll let you know.
You know about Mexico, right? Like,
Well, when was the last time you went to Mexico?
I haven't been there in fucking since I was like a baby, dog.
but what about the other side?
what about
But
that?
there's no other side.
Okay,
So you want to lie? You want to lie?
We don't even know, like, because Andy might
Look.
Andy might be part Mexican. Andy might be part Mexican.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing though is, just look at him.
genetically,
Yeah.
I have gone that I look Middle Eastern.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I've been called an SN before.
Oh,
Ooh.
hey.
So
That's
Can you explain that?
just-
Can you
just-
explain that? Can you explain that?
like okay, because
Please.
I want to hear the backstory of that.
I don't want to say what an S.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to. But yeah, like how does that come up?
Yeah, like who's hating on you that much that they call you that?
Yeah.
Like, cause, like as much as like some of those guys are kind of annoying, I would never say some shit like that. Never.
I don't
I don't
Was
know.
it like
I don't know.
Hey,
is
but
it
I
walking out of Rodeo Drive or like?
No. It's
Like they pour paint on your fur coat, like those people.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I will say,
No,
yeah,
they're
I can
just
see
haters,
people.
haters,
Yeah,
you know?
dude, just look at them. I mean, I'm not sure if it's like evident in like the cameras or whatever, but
Saudi oil.
this guy,
Oh.
this guy might be like 2% body
Yeah.
fat. Like this, he's just muscles and veins. Dude. Like,
But it's crazy
Muscles and veins?
because I feel like this goes back to like his wealth, right? Like
Yeah.
like
Obviously,
he sees it as kind of like, bro, I'm nothing. And like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And when we talk about his wealth, he says
Yeah.
like a salvage instead of savage is a savage
Yeah.
vehicle, bro.
The
like
car was a salvage. It wasn't an
savage.
accident.
It is savage
It wasn't an
vehicle.
accident. The car was fucked up. They barely got it to
His
fucking
phone,
work.
his phone, he said
Allegedly.
his phone was crap, and it was it was cutting edge technology
yeah, it was
at the
good.
time, bro.
Like it was like a prototype.
Yeah, it was the
was-
biggest phone.
obviously, Andy's from the United Emirates.
Hold on. If anybody had the best phone, it was Lee. He was iPhone Lee for the
Yeah,
longest.
but look,
Dude,
the
it's
thing
because
is,
allegedly he knew somebody at UPS, and allegedly they stole that phone,
Yeah.
and allegedly they sold it to him.
and allegedly his parents refinanced the house to get him the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true too.
Like honestly, you kind of are a spitting image of like the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Like I forget what his name is.
I don't know how the fuck we got to this.
I don't know.
All right.
But there's a lot of
All
oil
right.
money there.
B-Red, you have a family now too, right?
I do.
You have a wife, 2 beautiful girls,
Two beautiful little girls, bro.
and
Savage, not salvage, but savage
Yeah,
little
yeah.
girls.
all right. And can you speak on that a little bit? Like,
Yeah, I got a 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old, and bro, they're these, they're a handful. They're
true.
a handful. They say that little girls are calmer and they're sweeter, and honestly, I beg to differ, bro. I feel like a boy would have been, a lot calmer and I hate to say it like this, but easier to tame in a sense because my little girls they're ruthless, like my eldest likes to fight. She likes to assert her dominance in a sense, and
she fucks you up?
she tries to fuck me up, Here and there I'll have to slap her down to the ground, but
Same.
Allegedly.
yeah. allegedly, but my little one is such a sweetheart, bro. But it's funny because she's a sweetheart with me. She knows how to play the game. Like she'll go and she'll be like, we've taught her this thing where she squeezes our hand 3 times and it indicates I love you. So she'll walk up to you, and then she'll be like, "Papa, papa, papa," and she goes like this, and then she squeezes, "I love you," and then she goes like this. You know, she lays on us. But when it comes to her sister, they go at it, bro. And in a sense, I love it because it's like, hey, she's not gonna let herself, you know. But in a sense, I feel like they're not very ladylike, bro. You know, like these two little girls are. I feel like they're fighters, and I don't know where they get it from, to be honest. You know, because Papa and Mama are nothing like it. But
Grandpa is right on Roxy's side or your wife's side.
no, so he's not a fighter. He's just he's very old school. He has a very old school mentality. He started working since like the second grade. He dropped out of school.
So he's like 5.
Yeah, because he was like one of the eldest, so he had to like provide for his family since then. So all he knows is work, you know. But so when it comes to like people skills, he's you could say he's conservative to say the least. You know? But yeah, my little girls is crazy though, because they're very. I feel like they're very smart for their age as well, as well as big. You know, they're a little oversized, and that comes from Roxy's side, because Roxy's side is their family is huge. They got 2 brothers at like 6'5". They got the shortest brother like at 6'2".
And you're not short either. Fool. You're right at 6 feet.
Yeah, so I don't consider myself tall, but I don't consider myself short. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Because Danny's over here at 5'6". Fool. I don't know if you've seen.
yeah, he's a fucking
He's a little guy.
Yeah.
I'm like Cotton, like on like, you know?
Oh, dude, fucking, I love that fucking show.
Without knees. Yeah.
What is tall though?
Yeah,
what is tall these days?
Tall, I think, is anything over 6 feet.
Okay,
That's a good standard.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Tall, anything over 6
And
feet.
for Daniel, you said that tall was what?
6'4".
6'4". So
No, well, that's tall, where people wouldn't like really notice. But like, you're tall if you're over 6 feet or 6 feet. Right?
and that's what
I
was
will say
explaining
I think I appreciate my height like a lot more as I gotten older, and like every time I like not even coming back to the valley or whatever, because like I mean in the valley we dealing with some Latinos, so let's be real about it.
Like, all right, so
We're generally short people.
like, yeah, because I'm 5'10". That's pretty average fucking height over here. But when I go to Guatemala, I'm a giant out there. You know?
Yeah. But like honestly, like even where I live, because where I live is predominantly like white and Asian. I would say, and
are the Asians tall over there? No.
Nah. Asians ain't tall like anywhere.
I mean, Gustavo's pretty tall.
Gustavo's pretty tall. Yeah,
Gustavo's pretty tall, bro.
He's Korean, so like
I mean,
guys are taller.
Oriental. Yeah.
But he's also like, he's something about his muscle. Like that's why he's like kind of like floppy. Like everything, he's so flexible.
Like
you know?
uncoordinated,
or it's just like everything's kind of just like
It's
not.
just- it's just
there.
there.
It's just kind of like
It's
you
like
know?
just matter.
Yeah, like he. I'm not sure that he has bones. Like it might just be gelatin everywhere. Like, but
I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, gelatin.
And then last one, Daniel, you're living that Leonardo DiCaprio life. Like if she's past 24, like you're not interested, right? No.
Nah.
Well, what is going on? What is going on with you? I
hipster-
feel like I don't talk to you and you don't text me back. So
That's true.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not true. Like you
it is
kind
true or
of.
something.
Yeah. I try to like I listen to all the podcasts. I listen to so I follow you. I follow.
Sometimes I text you, fool, and I said like, "What's up, fool?
Oh,
How's it going?"
that's not even true. you might text some stupid shit and maybe not get a response.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, but you gotta send a response to even the stupid shit.
Yeah, because I like the stupid shit. I like.
I just
I like getting the stupid shit.
Yeah,
from
right.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
what did I tell you in the morning? What did I tell you in the morning?
In the morning, oh, bro! In the morning, I woke up to a text, and it's my off day. So in the morning, I woke up to a text, him saying like, I almost got in a major accident. And honestly, when I read that text, I'm like, oh, he's a truck driver, bro. Like a major accident can mean
sure.
like
That shit's scary.
you know, it can mean like a dozen car collision. Like it can mean it's life or death. You know. So the moment I had a chance to call him, I called him, and I'm like, hey, bro, you good? And he's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, and I'm just like, well, I mean, you told me that you almost got in a major accident. He's like, oh, bro, I was driving around the yard, and I got a certain like feeling in my stomach, and I had to take a shit. And
asshole Texas said.
so in my head, I was thinking like his major accident.
I would have thought the same thing.
Man,
Like, oh, fuck.
you know, like he almost shit himself. And I was here thinking it was a life or death situation, you know?
But to me, that's just hilarious.
I mean, I'm thankful that you didn't.
But,
Yeah.
I feel like Mike.
I'm thankful you didn't shit yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Fool,
yeah,
me too.
that too.
Yeah.
I would have had to drive home and change.
I feel like Mike, he's really the glue of our class, bro. Because I feel like our class kind of like, they kind of went their separate ways, and Facebook has kind of bonded us in a sense where like it's not that. I think that's also why high school reunions kind of they've kind of failed in a sense. But I think if it's not for Facebook, Shrek is the one that's gluing basically our 2008
I don't
class.
think
Gluing the more fringe guys.
Yeah, like like Johnny Hefty and the class above us.
Shout out Johnny Chavez. I fucking love him. I love Lil Screech, bro. That food.
I want to see Lil Screech. I haven't seen Lil Screech. You're probably gonna watch this. I haven't seen you in 15 years.
I don't think he watches this one.
Oh, okay.
No, not 15 because he went to Berkeley.
That's true.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
like 10 years. Okay.
Hey, we gotta do something before he leaves, man.
Yeah, that's true. Look, all I could say, Lil Screech looks good, bro.
She looks fire. Yeah.
It's bomb.
She looks fire.
I will say that I feel like I had been a bad friend for like a number of years. Like I disappeared. I feel like
But before you disappeared, you were kind of a bad friend.
I was a bad friend in different ways, But that was like,
But then you took me to that Chicago pizza place, and I was like, oh shit.
Back to my case.
Zachary's.
He's an asshole.
Zachary's, yeah, Zachary's is pretty fire.
Yeah,
but
that's fucking bomb.
No. But like, I kind of just like dropped off the face of the earth. But I was just dealing with my own stuff or whatever, and then just growing up, or
Living
whatever.
that Leo life.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like I feel like since this last summer, like these guys were my best friends growing up. And
school best friends.
Yeah, school best friends.
I remember that.
All right. Let him finish. And then we'll say.
I'm trying to get sentimental about things, and you guys are out here shitting on me.
No.
that's
But
a
no
bad-
Why
lie,
do you
like,
bring up shit?
All right, go. Okay, go ahead.
like, yeah, for me, you guys are like my best friends. Same. I feel the same way you do. Like I kind of fell off
But
because
barely.
I had my family young, so where you guys are at right now, that's where I was with my family, and I was raising them. They were my main focus.
Me too.
So that's like where you live by yourself. You do whatever the fuck you want. You just said you work like 5 hours a week. Anyway.
It's a lot of F bombs, Big Andy.
Sorry. But I get what you're saying though. Like
Yeah, like where things fell off, like you just lose track of people, and like for me, it was me dealing with my own shit where I was just figuring out what I wanted, and figuring myself out, and like my personal issues and whatever, and like these guys got me through a lot of stuff, like growing up, and I almost took it for granted, like where I just assumed like no matter what we were gonna be homies. And like as I got older, I started recognizing that it's not just about like having this sense of like friendship, but like actually having friendship, right? And like you moved up to the Bay, where you were working up there.
Oh yeah, I moved there for a couple years.
Yeah, and like we hung out a little bit or whatever, but like I was still in my funk. To be honest, like I was just kind of like figuring myself out.
And I was working like 80-hour weeks.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, but some nights we had, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was tight.
Yeah. And so like I was just like figuring out how to like figure out myself how to reconvene myself in the valley, because I almost like felt like I had lost this connection to the valley, and like the valley is always going to have a place in my heart because like this is where I'm from. Like
Of course.
I am a person of this area. And so these people like mean a lot to me, and like coming back and like rediscovering my friendship with these guys, it felt like I never left. I felt like we just picked up 10 years later or whatever, and I'm thankful for that, because like we've gone out since, and like it feels like a grown up version of the same shit we did 15 years ago.
That shit was
just
tight.
fucking,
That
it's
shit
just
was
sick.
tight.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to have this for the fucking rest of my life. So that's all I want to say.
Hey, you know what, bro? I said we all drink to that, bro.
Yeah, and then you know what? That's where we're gonna end it too.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Like,
cheers. And
You guys are my brothers. I love you guys.
yeah, and yeah, to brotherhood and
To brotherhood.
that's it, man.
Yo,
And honestly, to the success of this podcast, bro.
Yo,
I
yeah,
really
man.
enjoy. I really enjoy listening to it, and I've enjoyed being on it, bro. So
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, no.
salud.
Well, thank you guys. We're gonna end it there. Thank you, Omar.